Do you have children or grandchildren that are being forced to wear masks at school or some other ridiculous practice? Well, I want you to know this right here and now. Every public official that's elected by the public or appointed by somebody elected has to have a surety bond. Now, surety bonds are nothing new. These surety bonds guarantee that these people act in good faith. They have to be bonded, just like an electrician has to be bonded or a professional engineer. This has tells you the step-by-step guide of how to find the bond, their security bond, send them a notice of intent to file a claim, and how to file a claim. Now it's not as comprehensive as you think it is, and you can do this without a lawyer. You just have to find or ask for a copy of the surety bond, and then find out what they violated. So, these are state codes right here. You can look through those for your state, okay? And then there's the filing claim section. Tells you how to file against the companies or unions. Oh yeah, unions have surety bonds, or a government elected officials. And then there's also the success story. This is what one single mother did in California. How one single mom saved her entire school district. A mother named Violet with a 16-year-old boy who has autism begged the school to let her son have an exemption. They refused. When forced to wear the mask, he became distraught and he harmed himself so badly he had to be hospitalized in a mental institution. Violet obtained the bond for the superintendent of her school district that was mandating the mask. Turns out the superintendent was carrying a $4 million liability per bond claim. Now, the liability is not upon your school system, it's upon the superintendent personally. These bonds are a personal responsibility of the person that gets one. So next, Violet served the superintendent with a letter of intent to file a claim against her bond if she didn't pull back the mask mandate. Admit she was wrong and resign in 5 days. The superintendent did nothing. After day 6, Violet filed the claim against her at the bond company. The very next day, we have a recording from lawyers who represent the district explaining that they have get rid of all the mask mandates. All state and federal funding is blocked, and superintendent is on her own with regard to the $4 million claim. They also put out requests for parents volunteers to substitute for teachers because their funding is ceased due to an open claim against them. My, oh my, oh my. Okay, so here's the deal. These mask mandates are not law. I know what a law is because everything's also a corporation. You don't believe me? 28 U.S. Code 3002, Section 15. The United States is a corporation. The United States means A, a federal corporation, B, an agency, department, commission, board, or entity of the United States, or an instrumentality of the United States, like the IRS. Mm-hmm. You heard what I said. So, this is telling you how to file claims. Look for the website for your state to determine the law governing the public official bonds. If the public official is required to obtain a bond from a surety bond company, call the Unified Office and speak with the treasurer. Find the name of the surety bond company. Call the surety bond company and ask for a certified copy of the surety bond. Be prepared to pay for a certified copy. Step 3. If the public official is required by state to keep a book for their seal and certified copies of the bond, write a letter to the public official requesting a copy of the surety bond. State the revised code that informs the public officers of his duty to supply you with the certified copy of the bond. Deliver a letter to the public official. Be prepared to pay for the certified copy of the bond. Once you obtain a certified copy of the bond, write the public official a letter of intent. You can find the form on the website, this website, Bonds for the Win. State the reason you're making a claim against his bond, his or her bond. Indicate the state codes he has broken. That's why that little thing we just saw up here, right up here, that's why we have this little state code stain right here. See that? Okay. Right. Okay, okay. So outline the injuries you have suffered. Give the official time to correct the problem. Now, don't forget about the ADA, the Americans Disability Act. You know, if your kid has an issue and can't wear a mask, there you go, ADA. Now, if the public official does not correct the problem, like get rid of the mask mandates that have been discounted by a few governors now, file the claim against the public official's surety bond. Talk with the surety bond company and ask about the rules for filing against a public official surety bond. Each surety bond company is different. Follow the instructions the surety bond company gives you. List the revised codes that the public office has violated. List the injuries that or your family members have received. Number 5, submit the claim to the surety bond company. Note, filing claims against public official surety bonds is different than filing claims against other type of surety bonds. In most cases, you only need to write a letter to the surety bond company to file your claim. And in the letter, state the revised codes that the public officer violated and how this injured you. Details are important when drafting your claim letter. Now, there's more to this now. So let's talk about the letter should indicate the amount of damages you're seeking. The amount of damages cannot exceed the amount of the surety bond. Use legal terms, negligent info, etc., etc. Your offspring is your property according to the law. You created them. Number 6, if the state requires the public official to file his bond with the state, write a letter to the state and file your claim. And the letter state the injury you or your family has received, and it could be psychological damage by making these kids wear a mask and 6 feet apart, not socializing. You get yourself a nice little psychologist to back you up with. Not legal advice, not financial advice, just telling you what I would do. List of revised codes the public officer has violated. Submit the claim to the state. The amount of the claim cannot exceed the amount of the surety bond. And it goes on and on. So you got a bunch of stuff right here. You can click to find out more. So, if you're having issues with ridiculous mandates regarding your children or grandchildren, don't go to the school board meetings and scream at them and make a big scene. Send them a letter. Tell them the laws they're violating or the public trust they're violating with a letter. If they don't follow up on that, you have the option to file a claim against their surety bond. Hope this helps everybody and helps us informative. Have a great day.